This is the beginning stage of building the SketchUp model for the case box. And I'm starting with the line tool to build the side component. And that side component is 14 7/8 long. So I typed 14 7/8, and now the height is 8 7/16. I'm typing that. And coming back over, looking for an inference, no inference, so I got to touch, there it is, and complete the rectangle and get the face. So now I can make this a component. I'm going to call it the side and edit the component and give it a 1/2 inch thickness. Now the other main component in the box is the end, and the end overlaps here, and it's 9 1/8 long, and I'll just start it out at the overall height, but actually that end component is going to shrink from the bottom, and make that a component, call it an end, and then edit the component and give it the 1/2 inch thickness. So we've got the overlapping joint there in the corner, and this is where the dovetails go. And I'm going to place a few guidelines to help position the dovetails. I've got a groove going in the bottom down there, so I need to be off the bottom quite a bit to accommodate the bottom of the case. Then I'm drawing a line between those two guidelines, which I can then divide, and I'm going to divide that into 5 segments. That makes 6 dovetails. That'll be about right. And the way I'm going to shape the dovetails is not by an angle, but rather some guidelines that are 1/8 of an inch apart, parallel, and that gives me a way of shaping the dovetails just by drawing a line to these intersections. And there's the shape. That's about the shape I want. It's a big dovetail. Now the side has the tails and the end has the pins. So I'm doing the tails. Oops, I can see I didn't connect that properly. Redo that. Delete that wrong segment. And I can push-pull the tail back to the back edge. I've got one dovetail, and I'm going to copy that dovetail and copy it down to take the center point of the dovetail and bring it down to that segment on the line that I divided. And now I can make an array. I can say x6, x5, actually I said x6 times 6, so I got an extra one down there at the bottom that I can delete. And we've got the tails section done, but I need to do something else to the side here. This bottom dovetail is probably intruding into the groove, And to find out how much it's intruding, I need to go ahead and create that groove. Now I'll do that from the back side, and the bottom is going to be 7/16 off the floor. So I need to type 7/16. Or just, and then it's 1/4 of an inch high. The groove is 1/4 by 1/4. So I can draw the profile of that groove, edit the component, and draw the profile here 1/4 back, 1/4, 1/4. Then push-pull that all the way through. Oh, it ended up running into that dovetail down there, so it didn't go all the way through. Let me make a copy of this so I can see what's going on. Yeah. Now I can just delete that line, that dovetail part that is causing the interference. I think I can just delete those lines and then take it on through. Push-pull to the back edge, and now I've got a groove all the way through. But there's some extra stuff that I gotta delete. Now that's good. The dovetail in the bottom there has a flat bottom, and that's what I want. Need to fix the front side of this thing. So that dovetail will be flat right there. I can get rid of that angle. And that's good. And push all these through with the push-pull tool. And there's a little plate there that needs to go away. That looks good. It's just like how I do drawer dovetails in the back. Now I can delete this extra side, come back up and work the pins for the end. Edit that component and use the existing, with the line tool, I can just trace over the dovetail shape. Like that, and I could go all the way down, but I could also just copy what I just did and do the array. So I've got one, I copy that one and bring it down to the next position, and then I type X5, and that will complete the those lines that have to be made. And I can push-pull so that the pins stand out. the waste material is removed, and I'm left with dovetail pins. There's something down here I need to fix, because I know I've got that angled piece again that needs to go away. And that should be, that's it for dovetails. But I can use the dovetails on one end to complete the dovetails on the other end. But I need to remove some of this bottom edge here on the end, because the bottom protrudes through, so the end kind of sits on top of the face of the bottom piece. Now I can copy the dovetails to the other ends of the components, edit the side, copy the whole end configuration using the select tool left to right, then copy that dovetail and flip it on the red direction, and then connect corner to corner. And I need to remove waste so that I've got the sockets open for the pins. Double click to knock those back. Oops. Well, those didn't go all the way. Let me try it again. There it is. And I got that little plate that needs to go away. That's all there is to the sides. They're complete. And the end needs its dovetails shifted over. Copied the one end, and now copy it on the green axis, flip it on the green axis, and no, that's not right. And I'm coming back on the green axis, and that doesn't look right. Something got shifted. Yeah, that's not right. So somehow I moved it, and I'm going to have to undo and find out what is happening here. Let me copy that, select that, and bring it over. On the green, and then there we go. To force it on the green axis, I hit the left arrow key. Now I can remove the waste and expose the pins. I've got the reversed faces, so I'll just, for some reason I've lost the face here. So to get the face back, I should be able to just draw over one of the line segments. That works. That works. Okay. Okay, so the joinery is done, and all we need to do is copy the component on the red axis and then flip on the red axis and bring that back and do the same procedure for the side, but I need to flip on the green axis. So flip on green and we'll have a complete box here.